Hi guys, today's video is a really special video. I'm going to be talking about and showing you all of the very most iconic Chanel handbags. So it's going to be a really informative video with lots of eye candy because I have teamed up with my favorite Chanel reseller, Timeless Vogue. I have talked about her on my channel before. She has amazing pieces and she resells, pre-loved Chanel items. She's an Instagram account and she's seriously amazing. Her pieces are fantastic, but then also her prices are really, really good. So we have teamed up together. I do have some Chanel bags in my collection myself, but she's actually also mailed me some of the bags she's selling to actually include in this video. So we have some eye candy for you guys about the bags I'm going to be showing. And then also they're for sale. So if you guys really like them, and they're really, really nice, by the way, if you like them, then you can definitely reach out to her and purchase them. But another reason this video is so special is because we have teamed up to do a giveaway for you guys. And it is a Chanel item and I will be unboxing it for you guys here in a minute. It's beautiful. I can't wait to show it to you guys, but she does have an Instagram, so to be entered in this giveaway, you obviously do need to be subscribed to my channel and then follow both of us on Instagram. So I will have all of the giveaway details down below. It's really not hard to enter at all, but the instructions will be down below. So let's just get right into this giveaway. I will unbox it. I haven't actually seen it yet. I mean, I know what it is, but I haven't seen it yet, and I'm so excited. A lot of people have wanted this and they didn't get their hands on it when they had it actually in the boutique, and now it's not available. So I think there's a lot of people out there that when they see this, they're going to want to get their hands on it, and including myself. Okay, so here it is in the box, and this is brand new, by the way. Let me just open it up, and it is the Chanel leather woven chain brooch. So this is a beautiful, beautiful brooch. It's very, much inspired by the leather metal chains that are on the Chanel bag. It's very classic looking. This, out of all of the brooches I've ever seen, this is the only one that I would probably go as far as to purchase because, these are pretty darn pricey, but this is the only one that I've ever loved. I'm not going to take it out of the box because I do want it to remain, like brand new and like never really messed with, but I do think that it would look really, really good on so many, blouses or jackets or whatever. And that's why I did wear this particular jean jacket, because I love brooches on denim jackets. So if you can just kind of imagine that there, it would just really kind of like spice up my outfit and really take it to the next level. I love it, and I love how neutral it is. I love how it doesn't have any like gems or anything in it so that, they might fall out later. You don't have to worry about that. So this really should kind of withstand wear very well. Okay, so I wrapped this back up. I will obviously put the ribbon back on it, and whoever wins will get this in the mail. I'm so excited. The winner will be chosen at random, and the giveaway will last 1 month. So I will have when the giveaway ends down below, because I'm not sure when this video is going to go live, but it will be open for 1 month. Oh, and one other thing I do quickly want to say about the giveaway: if you don't win, there is a runner-up winner, and I will show you exactly what you will win. And she actually gifted this to me, so this is mine, and she has another one that she's going to gift to the runner-up winner. So it does come in a Chanel box because it's from Chanel. You just open the box and it reveals a Chanel snow globe, and it's just gorgeous. It's just really, nice to kind of display, and it's very snowy. So once it settles, it does reveal the Chanel No. 5 perfume and some shopping bags. It's just a really pretty piece to kind of display on a bookshelf or on a desk or whatnot, and it is from Chanel. So like I said, the runner-up will be winning this. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the really good stuff, which is the very most top iconic and classic Chanel handbags. So like I said, this video is going to be extremely informative and with lots of eye candy. I'm gonna be inserting pictures and actually showing you the bags. I have a lot of notes here. I mean, literally, I've spent a long time writing down all of the notes that I want to talk to you guys about. I just want this to be a really good comprehensive video. So I'm going to start off with the original 255 Chanel bag, and this is where it all started. So Chanel, the actual brand Chanel, did start in 1909 and was founded by Gabrielle Coco Chanel. They were very, very well known for their little black dress, their classic No. 5 Chanel perfume. They had a lot of different items that, the Chanel brand kind of stood for back then. And the very first bag she ever designed was actually made in 1929. So she didn't start making handbags until a little bit later, or actually quite a few years later. But then in February of 1955, that bag was redesigned by Coco Chanel, hence the 255. That's where it gets its name from, February of 1955. And this was a shoulder bag, and she was so happy to finally finally have a bag that was for your shoulder that you could be hands-free, and it just kind of freed her, and that's where she got her inspiration of just kind of like, you know, being a more modern woman, being kind of, you know, not around the stereotype of always having to carry a bag in your hands. And she really got her inspiration from several different places. So the chain strap was actually inspired by jewelry, very much like a necklace. The interior was actually burgundy, and that was inspired from the orphanage that she grew up in. So the uniforms that she had to wear when she was a child, they were burgundy. There's also a zippered compartment inside, like kind of hidden in the bag, and that was for storing and kind of hiding her love letters. And that little tradition has kind of carried over to the bags that we still see today. The leather was extremely worn looking, and it was kind of meant to be that way. So it was very different than the caviar leather or the lambskin leather or the calfskin leather that we see today. And the lock is actually a lot different than most of the Chanel bags. It's known as the Mademoiselle lock, and it's very rectangular, and there's no iconic like CCs on it. And that actually gets its name from Chanel or Coco Chanel never marrying, so that's why they did name it the Mademoiselle lock. So fun fact about the price, if you were to buy that bag in 1955, the price was $220. And since then, they have done a reissue bag. It was reissued in 2005 by Karl Lagerfeld, and it was also done in February to kind of commemorate the 50th anniversary of the original 255 bag. And that bag now retails for over $6,000, depending on the leather and the hardware, and you know, there's different sizes and specifications obviously that will fluctuate the price along with the year of when you buy it. There's Chanel pricing is very kind of complicated sometimes, but it does retail for over $6,000 typically. So it's crazy the price difference between 1955 and 2017. So like I said, he did reissue this in 2005, and when people are referring to this kind of a bag after 2005, it's just known as the reissue. So here is a picture of it. It is very, very similar. It's pretty much identical to the original 255 bag. So when he reissued it, it was a total hit. Everybody loved it and pretty much ran to the boutique to try to get their hands on one, because it is identical in almost every way to the original 255 bag. The next iconic bag we're going to be talking about is the classic flap. So what I have is the Chanel Jumbo Classic Flap. It is in black caviar with gold hardware, and it is the double flap. There is a difference between the double and the single, but we'll get to that in a minute. So Chanel did design this, you know, in the 1920s. Actually, wasn't this one. It was the original 255 bag that I talked about. But then this was redesigned by Karl Lagerfeld in the 1980s. And when he did redesign it, he included the now iconic CC turn lock. I do think the Jumbo is definitely the very most popular and most loved size, although I mean, if you're watching this, I'm sure you have a preference to all of the different sizes. So the different sizes are extra mini, mini square, mini rectangular, small, medium large, jumbo, and then maxi. And maxi is the very largest. So a little bit more about the classic flap bag. If you open it up here, this is the double flap like I mentioned, and there are so many, you know, different arguments of whether people prefer the double flap or the single flap. So it was originally created to be a double flap, and a lot of people either love or hate this. Having the double flap definitely keeps the bag from losing its structure, so that is why I decided to go with the double flap, and it was more original. It was how they originally designed it. And then if you open it up here, it does also have the burgundy lining. It has a compartment right here, and then if you notice up here, it does have that secret compartment, and this is what I was talking about earlier of where she would store her love letters. So it's not really a compartment that anybody really uses. It's just they're kind of continuing on the tradition. And then if you look inside here, there are two little flaps here, and then a little tiny, I don't know if you can see it, lipstick holder actually in there, and that is, it's just like a very narrow place where you can slide in a lipstick, and Coco Chanel wanted a specific spot that she could always easily grab her lipstick. So this is that bag totally in a nutshell. I have had this bag for about a month now. I've been carrying it non-stop. I can't wait to do a full-blown review on this bag and really give you my thoughts and my opinions on this, and whether or not I'm happy that I did go with the double versus the single, because I know a lot of people kind of debate that a lot. I'm definitely happy with this bag. I'm not gonna leave you in suspense. I definitely love this bag, but I can't wait to do a full video coming up all about it. Oh, one other thing about this bag, it does have the leather woven chain straps here, and you definitely can wear it, many different ways. I'm not gonna get into all the different ways you can wear it, but then the quilts actually are inspired by jockey player jackets. And I don't know if that's true, but I've read that so many places over the years that that's where she got her inspiration, is from the jockey player player jackets. So since we're talking about classic flaps, I did want to include my classic flap Chanel mini rectangular, and this is in black lambskin. I've done so many videos on this bag, so if you're interested in having more information, body shots, pricing, like everything about this bag, definitely check out my channel. I'll try to link things that I'm referencing down below, but I love it in black lambskin. I love smaller bags in lambskin, and I'm so happy I have a bag in lambskin because I think a lot of people are terrified of it, you know, being scratched or whatever, and I've had I just really don't think it's as delicate as what people think. But anyway, the rectangular shape is what I definitely wanted because the chain is a lot longer for the rectangular mini than it is the square. So the square would be for somebody that if they want to wear it crossbody, you do have to be more on the short side, like maybe 5 foot to maybe 5'3" or 5'4". I'm 5'5", 5'6". I could never wear the mini square crossbody, so that is another reason why I definitely wanted the rectangular. Plus, I love the rectangular shape because it is a little bit more classic. So the minis have been extremely popular in recent years. They're just very versatile. You can wear them, you know, for a very dressy occasion, but you can also just wear them with like ripped jeans and sneakers. Like it just goes with everything, and you know, it's crossbody or over the shoulder, so it does allow you to be hands-free. But another thing that's really great about these are, you know, they definitely hold a lot more than the next bag that I'm going to be talking about, which is the Chanel wallet on chain, or walk. So this also is a very, very classic and popular bag. As its name suggests, it's a wallet on a chain, so it's not going to hold nearly as much as the Chanel mini rectangular that I just showed you. So it kind of depends on what people are looking for. It does have card slots, it has places to slide money, and it does have a zipper compartment as well that you can put your coins in. But if you're looking for a bag to hold a lot of different essentials, this bag probably isn't for you. But if you're looking for a bag that's great for a night on the town, very easy, just has, you know, money, a place for your phone, maybe one lip gloss, and is also very, very iconic to Chanel, then this would definitely be a good bag for you. I have spoke in the past that I'm not a huge fan of the Chanel wallet on chains, but nonetheless, they are very, very iconic to Chanel, so I can't, you know, say too much bad things about them. It's just I have a Gucci wallet on chain that I definitely prefer. But again, this one, they're still beautiful. I still like them. It's just I don't have one in my collection. Another thing about the Chanel wallet on chains is the strap is not removable, but you can kind of adjust it to be, you know, crossbody over the shoulder. You can kind of turn the strap around a different way and kind of like tuck it in so that you can either make it shorter on your body, or you can actually just carry it as a clutch if you tuck in the strap. It also has a snap closure and not a CC turn lock. There are certain wallet on chains known as the trendy wallet on chains. Those do have turn locks, but for most of the classic just regular Chanel wallet on chains, they are a snap closure. So the price point for this is much better than most Chanel bags. It's still right over 2,000 US dollars. So obviously it's, you know, a pretty hefty price tag, but it's not like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 like many other Chanel bags are. So a lot of people think that this is like a perfect entry level Chanel bag to kind of just get your feet wet, see if you like the brand, see if you like how it holds up, its durability, and see if you know, might want to move up in the Chanel scale, if you will, and maybe purchase something else. So it's just kind of like a good starter piece if you're looking for this type of a bag. Okay, so now we're moving on to a bag that was mailed to me from Timeless Vogue, and I cannot wait to show it to you guys. It is seriously amazing. So we're moving on to the Chanel boy bag, and oh my gosh, is this not stunning? It is seriously stunning, and I'm going to give you the details all about this bag here in a minute, but I do just want to give you a little backstory about the Chanel boy bags. So they were introduced in 2012, so they are pretty new to the Chanel lineup, but they're still very classic and iconic. So they've somehow, you know, made their way to the timeless classic Chanel bags. And then the name was actually inspired by Chanel's longtime lover back in the day. His name was Boy Capel, so that's where they got the name boy bag. So if you notice the design, it's definitely more masculine looking than most of the, you know, the Chanel classic flaps. It has a very kind of like a bold, edgy vibe to it, but yet it's still, I don't know, it's just very modern with the clean lines, and I don't know, I really like the design of it. And you know, like I said, it's definitely a little bit more bold and edgy, but it's still so classic. Anytime I see somebody wearing a Chanel boy bag, I feel like everybody's eye, or at least my eye, is always immediately drawn to it. So there are different sizing to the boy bags. There's the small, There's the old medium, which this is actually the old medium size, and now they have a new medium, and the new medium is a little bit bigger than this size, but I can tell from talking to people and watching other YouTube videos and reading forums, and I do get the sense that the old medium size is definitely a lot more popular and people do prefer this size. And then there's also the large size. So the boy bag does come in a variety of leathers, hardware, some are quilted and some are chevron. Like if you notice, this one is a chevron design, but there is the quilted version as well. And then most of the hardware, I mean, not every time, there are different variations, but a lot of the boy bags do kind of have a more antique looking hardware to them. And then this opening and closing is different. It is not the CC turn lock. It's actually kind of like a push lock. So you just push along the sides and then it opens it up. So let me just give you some specific details about this bag. So this bag is available, and if you're interested, definitely reach out to Timeless Vogue. I'll have all of her information down below. She is on Instagram. This particular bag, it is pre-loved. However, it is in excellent condition. I literally cannot see any mark or any imperfection on this bag. And this bag is in black lambskin, but like I've said, I have had my black lambskin bag for a long time now, and I really truly believe that lambskin holds up so much better than what people say. Now, obviously you can't be like rubbing it up against a brick wall. I almost did that with mine. I didn't. I always use this as an example because I literally almost rubbed my lambskin bag against a brick wall. Thank goodness it was like a minuscule amount away, but that would not be good, so don't do that. But for the most part, I do think lambskin holds up really well. So this retailed brand new for $6,300 US, and she's asking for $4,750. And the reason that this is a little bit more expensive than most boy bags is because of the chain stitching here. So most of the stitching is just done by like a thread, and you know, it's obviously very precise always, like the stitching is impeccable at all times. But this one was stitched by hand, one by one, and the stitching is actually a metal chain here. I know you can't feel it, but if you feel it, it's just amazing. I wish you guys could see it in person, because when I opened it out of the box, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So here is the chain strap, and you know, it does come like that. You can obviously pull up the strap like that to wear it this way. It's just, this bag is so beautiful. So, you know, if you guys are interested, let her know. But it's really hard holding this bag and like knowing that I'm gonna have to like give it up and give it back. But I'm so glad that I got to show it to you guys. Oh, and another thing, it does come with a complete full set. So like I said, it is pre-loved, but it comes with the box, the authenticity card, the original receipt, and the dust bag. So it is like you're buying it brand new. Okay, so we're moving along to the next iconic handbag, which is the Chanel GST, or the Grand Shopping Tote. So this bag, unfortunately, is no longer available, but it is extremely popular in the Chanel brand. I think a lot of people do wish that it would kind of be reintroduced or come back, and maybe in the future they will bring it back, because it is very popular, especially on the pre-loved market. So they usually are made in either caviar or lambskin leather, and they did come in a variety of colors, but usually when I would see them, I think the most popular colors were either black or beige. So there's also the PST, which is the Petite Shopping Tote, and then there's the PTT, which is the Petite Timeless Tote, and then there is the XL, which is the largest size. Those abbreviations or names just represent the different sizes, but I do think the GST, or the Grand Shopping Tote, that was definitely the very most popular. In 2010, I do want to mention, it was slightly redesigned. Some people were happy with the redesign, some people weren't. It pretty much looked the same, but the interior was a little bit different, and it was redesigned with a satin lining versus just a regular canvas lining, so it definitely seemed a little bit more, you know, luxurious, but some people thought that it didn't hold up as well as the canvas did. And they also put in like a key hook thing in there, so just kind of, you know, as time went on, they tried to make it a little bit more modern, a little bit more convenient for people carrying a tote. But one thing that people really love about this bag is it is a lot more affordable compared to some of the other Chanel bags. You know, I don't know the specific price points, especially since it's discontinued, obviously, but I will link some down below to pre-loved websites if you want to look at the pricing. It all depends on the condition, the sizing, the type of leather, just a lot of different factors. For the most part, this particular bag is definitely more on the affordable side. So moving on to another tote that is pretty timeless in the Chanel brand, and that is the Medallion tote. This one is also discontinued, but it's still known for its classic style. So there's actually no chain handles, and it's very recognizable by the leather handles, and then also the medallion little emblem that is on the zipper. So this tote is actually a zippered tote, unlike most of the other totes that Chanel has. I mean, some are zippered, but this one is a zipper tote and it has a Medallion emblem, and that is very, very recognizable for this bag. It's also very recognizable for its big CCs along the sides, very much like the GST tote as well. So in my opinion, why I think people really love this bag, I just think that it was very easy to kind of like grab on the go. I think it's not too big and it's not too small. So I just think it was a, you know, really easy, versatile bag that people just really loved at the time. So you do still see them around to this day and people still love them. Okay, so we are on to our last bag, and this is the one I've been saving kind of the best for last. I am so excited to show you this. This is the bag, like I literally am so tempted by this bag. This is brand spanking new and it is available if you're interested. I really want it. I don't think I'm gonna get it, but I really, really want it. So this is the Chanel Coco handle bag, and it's just stunning. Like I know I keep using that word, but I love this bag. So this is in black caviar and it does have the lizard handle up here, which some people might love or hate, but I love it because it's extra durable. And it does also come obviously with this chain strap here, so you can wear this so many different ways, you know, obviously top handle or over your shoulder, crossbody. It's just a really, really versatile bag, and it holds so much. So like I said, this is the black caviar leather, ruthenium hardware, it's silver, and then when you open it up, I'm not going to, you know, take too much out of it because this is brand new. I don't want to like mess it up at all, but it holds so much, and it also does have a zipper compartment right here. So I seriously love this bag. I think a lot of people may argue that this isn't kind of like a classic bag. This was released in the fall winter collection of 2015, so it's definitely a newer design, but it has just grown so much in, you know, love and popularity. People are talking about this like crazy. So I personally do think this is going to turn out to be a classic design by Chanel. You can obviously get it in a lot of different leathers, colors, hardware combinations. Like there's definitely a lot of different, you know, sizing options as well. There's the mini, and then there's also the small medium, and this is the small medium, and then there's also a larger size. I personally think the small medium size, which is what this is the best because you can wear it, you know, crossbody. It doesn't kind of overpower you, or it's not too small. It's just like the perfect size, and I definitely, if I ever get this bag, it has to be in this particular size. So like I mentioned, it does have this lizard top handle. It does also come in just regular leather as well, but I personally do love the lizard leather because it is a little bit different. It's a little bit more unique, and it's so much more sturdy and durable. So it is also burgundy colored, so it does kind of like bring in that classic burgundy color that Chanel's known for. So this is in brand new condition, comes with a full set box, dust bag, authenticity card, original receipt. It's just like completely brand new, and she is asking $4,399 for it. So out of everything that I showed you, I mean, I obviously love my bags, but this tempts me so much. Like I really love this bag, and it also has like the classic little thing back here. If you have specific questions about this bag, definitely reach out to Timeless Vogue. She is amazing at, you know, answering everything. She's so friendly, she's so knowledgeable and so nice. So if you don't want any of the bags that I showed you today, definitely check out her Instagram because she gets in new pieces all the time, and they're always in really great condition, and they're always bags that like people like really want. Like I feel like there's a lot of Chanel resellers out there that are, you know, they might be vintage, or maybe the condition's not that great, or there just might be some reason or obvious reason why they're being sold. But almost every item she posts, they're just really great pieces that I feel like people are always asking for if they were to go to a boutique. Like it's almost like you're on her Instagram shopping at the boutique. Like anyway, I know I keep like going on and on about her, but I just think I get a lot of questions about, you know, really good, genuine, authentic places to buy pre-loved pieces, and I just couldn't recommend her more. So like I said, if you're interested in the giveaway as well, this Chanel brooch, definitely subscribe to my channel. Also follow us on Instagram. Look at the instructions down below. I can't wait for one of you guys to wear this and win this. It's just really great, and I'm so excited to kind of be teaming up with her for this video. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this long, informative Chanel handbag video. I really hope it was helpful to you guys and you learned a lot. I just loved talking about this stuff, and I definitely want to do other videos along the same lines with like other brands like Gucci or Dior. Just a lot of different brands are in my head, and we can kind of like learn about the iconic classic bags that are kind of about that fashion house. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye!